So we finally got some more information on the Nintendo Switch. And I think I'm going to go and break this down kind of chronologically. And I'm going to get maybe like 5 or so items into the list and then kind of lose it. Because there's so much to go into here that really has nothing to do with the product at all. So let's just, $300, that's fine. People were saying $250 or $300. It's a little on the high end, and with no pack-in game, it makes the console basically $400, because by the time you get tax and you're getting Zelda, it's $400 to play Zelda. And this Zelda looks great, so I think it's kind of worth that. In a weird rationalizing way that you're just like, yeah, it's worth it. I don't know, put it on my credit card. But moving on from that, we got some good things out of the beginning of this presentation. I'm going to move from this screen in a second here too. March 3rd, that's a surprising date. Very, very soon, extremely soon. We got multiplayer with a little app going on. You can play with your friends, whatever. It's free for a little while until the fall. Okay, fine. It gets into its region free now. Great. You're 10 years, 15 years behind. Great. That's fine. 2.5 to 6 or so hours, depending on, the game. Fine. Whatever. That doesn't really concern me. And it's really not a big deal. Who cares? Capacitive touchscreen finally. Again, 10 years late. You can have 8 of these things in a local multiplayer kind of match. That's cool. Whatever. That'll never happen. No one's ever going to do that. Then there's a screenshot button with videos to come soon. And this is where the wheels start to come off the wagon for the whole presentation and for everything. Because it was awkward the entire time. But that's not the issue with this presentation. So actually, let's take a step back. And let's look at something that's more positive. Okay? So this is an image of kind of the UI of the Switch, which I really enjoy. I think up here, well, way up there, my hand disappears. We have the little Mario icon, which I believe would be like your profile picture kind of thing. That's what I'm assuming that is, little Mario man. We got some cool stuff, the time, and we have airplane mode. That's nice. I like seeing that. Got a battery, cool. We got the games displayed in this nice, simple way. Perfect. This isn't clutter. This isn't opening up the Wii U and there's 65 screens on the bottom. There's icons over here. There's icons over there. There's a whole other screen with a bunch of weird Mii's dancing around. We don't need that. We don't need that at all. So that's nice. We got whatever that first little icon on the bottom is. I don't know what that is. Messages? Yeah, it's gotta be messages. Shop. Pictures? Then probably settings for the setting up controllers, other options, and power. I guess. I like this. This is nice. So this is a good thing, and that's about the only good thing that we got from the last 24 hours of this. So the presentation itself, after it gets all the kind of the boring details and all the minutia out of the way, it starts going into some other features, which I have on my notes here. There's an IR camera in one of the little Joy-Cons. You can do that's great. That I'm sure the one game that uses that, it'll be terrible in. So who cares? Then it goes on for 5 minutes about HD Rumble in the Japanesest way possible. I don't really understand why it went on for so long, but we have HD Rumble. That's great. Good for you. No one cares. And now we're getting to the point where we're almost 15 minutes into this presentation, haven't seen a real game. That's where we get to the first sign of disaster, the first real sign of trouble afoot. And my brain has gone all over the place in the last not even 24 hours about this entire presentation. But this is where it really started to lose it. This is the real bad point. 1-2 Switch with the skits that they have for this are terrible. I hate them. I don't enjoy them really at all. They're well made. They're colorful and whatever. They're awful. I hate this 1-2 Switch, this is a $60 game, a mini game collection at best, kind of WarioWare-esque, I suppose. This is terrible. This is one of your games you're launching the system with. This looks awful. This looks so dumb. This is not even, like, I'm not even a big fan of Wii Sports. Wii Sports is 10 times the game this is, because that was actually a game. Like, you can play tennis, you can play all these things. This is straight up, like, there's one mini game that you'll see GIFs and little clips of them, like, it's a eating contest. You have to eat the hot dogs quickly, and you're holding the Wiimote like a dick in front of your mouth, and you're just going like, and that's the game. That's one of the mini games in it. Great. That's a ton of fun. Hope you're having fun with your terrible garbage game on your $300 whatever machine. No one wants this. It's not even the pack-in. If it was the pack-in, it would still be bad, but it's not. It's $60 and it's real bad. It's real bad. This was when I knew. This was when I knew this is not good. This is not going good. This is not going good at all. Then we get something completely new. Okay, so we get ARMS. Now, on one hand, terrible name. On the other hand, I think ARMS could actually be kind of fun. But again, it's just a $60 game that is effectively Punch-Out 2000. And it probably should have been Punch-Out 2000. That'd be more interesting. It remains to be seen, is this just Fight Your Friends? Because that seems expensive. Because of the cost of all this shit. Is it just, like, is there a, like, are you fighting other things? Are there a bunch of weird bosses? I love the style of it, but what is this? This isn't, nobody asked for this, and I doubt very many people want it. Even a Punch-Out sequel, at this point, Punch-Out 3, because there was Super, who knows, who cares? There's Super Punch-Out, then there's one on the Wii, Punch-Out 4. Doesn't make sense. So this is the other sign, and this is not even like, this is halfway through the presentation where I'm just at this like roller coaster of no, this is real bad. This is super bad. This would have been bad if you showed me it at E3 and I was like, okay, we still have 8 months to go. Things can get better, but there's not much time to go. There's less than 2 months to go, and you're showing me 1-2 Switch, which, if you had told me that title, you know, yesterday before this thing, I would have said that's a very terrible pun and you're stupid. Go away. That's a title. Okay, we put zero effort into making this look interesting to anyone because I don't care about it. Hardcore gamer me does not care. Casual person, what? You're gonna convince the casual gamer that Nintendo got with the Wii to buy some minigame collection for $400. Okay, let's go with that. That sounds like a great idea. I'm sure that'll go really well. I'm sure that will go super well. Very flawlessly on that plan. But then things start going a little better. A little better. I forgot to mention Spring Man and Ribbon Girl. That is, I do enjoy it. I think ARMS, I'm not gonna buy that for $60. I'll pay like 10 at Redbox for a week, you know, because that's not, ugh. Oh, Redbox not gonna have it because it's not discs. Damn it. Oh well. Then we get Splatoon 2, which I'm now hearing kind of stuff about that it's not entirely a true sequel. It is more of the updated Splatoon, but maybe it's updated much more than Mario Kart 8 is. Which, FYI, Mario Kart 8 not even really mentioned by name in the presentation, which I've seen twice now. Second time's better. The second time's better. But that's just kind of like, you know, if you were like beat as a child, the second time wasn't as bad. Still fucking bad. Okay, here's the first good thing. Super Mario Odyssey. Let's pop this bad boy open. And let's have some fun times here. Because this is good shit. This is good shit. And I'm not gonna make it bigger because everything fucking breaks. This is good. This is the Nintendo I want to see. This is arguably kind of how maybe you should have started the presentation, or at least gotten to a little sooner, because 30 minutes into this thing and you're just giving me something that's actually compelling and new. I understand ARMS is new, and I understand 1-2 Switch is new. No one gives a shit. And Splatoon, not new. This is new. This is fully new. It looks good. It looks old. Definitely doesn't look cutting edge at all. Especially after playing Ratchet & Clank on the PS4 Pro. Good God. This looks fine visually. But as a fun gaming experience, it looks great. I love some of the abilities and stuff. Go back to my notes. You could jump on your hat. Okay, my notes aren't very good. All right, you can jump on your hat, but it's coming out this holiday season. And I wouldn't be surprised if that gets pushed out. Because who the fuck knows what's going on with Nintendo? I think there's an interesting thing going on here with... It's Super Mario Odyssey. So you're clearly going on some space time travel, maybe, adventure. There's a focus on cities. Look how many cities there are. 1 city, 2 city, 3 city, 4 city. And they're all different. I like that style. I like what it's going for. This is very interesting. This is good, Nintendo. This is great. Let's continue on this train. No, instead they don't continue on this train. This would be a great place to keep the momentum going and show off some interesting stuff. Instead, well, we get one interesting thing is Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I think they say they're trying to make it come out this year. I don't believe that for a second, but whatever. It looks like more Xenoblade Chronicles. Fine. That's great. Let's do that. That's a game that I will play. Then we get Fire Emblem Warriors with no gameplay at all. There's some kind of direct coming for it in 5 days on the 18th. I don't know why you wouldn't just show that now, because you sure didn't show anything here. You sure didn't show anything here. But fine. Fine, show your nothing trailer now when you're trying to impress people. Don't show anything. Great. That's a great idea. Then we get to all this Dragon Quest nonsense with 10 and... Is it 10 and 11 or 11 and 12? I don't know. I think it's 10 and 11. And we get to... what is it? Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2. Shin Megami Tensei. Which, again, nothing shown for it at all. Development has just begun. We get Project Octopath Traveler, which looks interesting. Really bad name. I'm not going to make any more jokes about that name because it's already been beaten to death. And this is day 1, or day 2, technically. There's something from Sega. This is where the wheels really come off, because it was like real bad, and you're like, okay, Mario, and then a couple of sizzle reels. Okay, let's see where this goes, right? Let's give Nintendo the benefit of the doubt. Let's see where it goes in this presentation. This $1 million company, what are they doing for this presentation, for the new piece of hardware that comes out in 6 weeks? Oh, they're going to invite someone from Sega on, who will literally show the Sega logo. Oh, that's good. I've never seen the Sega logo. I only fucking had a Genesis growing up. Never seen it. Never seen the Sega logo. Let's watch it. Let's watch the Sega logo. That's great. So let's put that up on the screen for 15 minutes. And then we get Skyrim, which again is a game that's not new and it's been around for years now, but it's kind of cool to see it on a portable device. That's interesting. Not at launch. Going to be this fall, I believe. So that's kind of bad news. Then we have Suda51, who I really enjoyed his games in the past. And in the present, Let It Die. I like that. Comes out. Doesn't really say anything. Which might have been his translator's fault. We'll get to him in a minute. And then leaves. So, what was that? What was that? Okay, Sega showed a logo. And Suda showed a picture of Travis Touchdown from No More Heroes. That's great. Oh, that's great. This thing comes out in 6 weeks. You showed me a logo that has not changed in 20 years from Sega, and you showed me a picture of a man. Great. That's flawless work. I sure do want to go out and pre-order that. Surely I do. It really won me over with that situation right there. And then we also have the problem with this one translator that just sounds super bored. And I don't know what his problem was, but I feel kind of bad for him because, good Lord, did it you gotta chewing out after that. And I don't know if Suda's like hard to understand and you're translating in Japanese, or he went off script, or who knows, but it was bad. It was a bad look. It was a real bad look. It was real bad. Then we get EA. They fly out a man from Electronic Arts to talk about FIFA. They don't even show a FIFA logo, do they? They certainly don't show any FIFA gameplay, even if it was just speculative. They just show the EA logo and a man. Great! Oh, I'm so excited to see this man. To see this man on screen. Great. That's perfect. I love it. Then they show a sizzle reel, which actually wasn't that bad. Shows some interesting things that maybe should have been talked about in this presentation, like Bomberman, that Puyo Puyo Tetris, however you pronounce it, it's hard to say. Showed some Mario Kart in that. Showed the Sonic, what is it, Sonic Mania. Lego City Undercover was in that, I believe. And then we kind of get to the end. It just like, that was decent. And then it's still dips down and we get this long ass Zelda trailer, which is amazing, which I'll go into in a minute. But it took a while to get there.